Have you ever had one of those nights? The kind where everything that can go wrong, does? I remember it so clearly. The last bus pulled away just as I turned the corner. I stood there, under the hum of a single streetlight, watching the red tail lights disappear into the darkness. Missed it. Just like that. The silence of the empty street was deafening. I pulled out my phone, a sliver of red battery blinking back at me. No ride-sharing apps would work. I scrolled through my contacts, my thumb hovering over names. One call. No answer. Another. Voicemail. A third. Silence. Panic started to creep in, cold and sharp. I checked my wallet. A few crumpled bills, not nearly enough for a taxi that would travel this far out. It felt like the world had just shut down. And I was on the outside, looking in. The weight of it all was crushing. I sank down onto the cold bench, my head in my hands. The feeling of being completely and utterly alone is a heavy one. It's a quiet dread that settles in your bones. For a moment, I just let it wash over me. But you can't stay there forever, right? You have to do something. So, I took a deep breath, pushed myself up, and looked down the long, empty road. There was only one thing to do. I started walking. Step after step, the rhythmic sound of my shoes on the pavement was the only thing cutting through the quiet. I had no idea how long it would take, but it was better than sitting still, better than giving up. I just focused on putting one foot in front of the other. The night air was chilly, but the walking started to warm me up, not just my body, but my spirit, too. It felt like I was taking back a little bit of control. Then, a flicker in my peripheral vision. I stopped and turned. Far in the distance, two pinpricks of light were growing steadily brighter. A car. My heart started beating a little faster. Was this it? Was this the moment things would change? The headlights grew, washing over the dark road, painting everything in a temporary, brilliant white. The engine sound grew from a distant hum to a gentle rumble. I held my breath. The car slowed down as it approached me, pulling over to the side of the road with a soft crunch of gravel. The passenger window glided down. I couldn't see the driver's face in the dark interior, just a silhouette. A quiet voice asked, "Hey, you need a ride?" For a second, I was speechless. A complete stranger. Offering help. All the fear and anxiety that had been building up just melted away, replaced by this overwhelming sense of relief. I nodded, managed a weak "yes, please," and got in. We didn't talk much on the way, just a few quiet pleasantries. But it was the most comfortable silence I'd ever experienced. Pulling up to my street, seeing the warm lights of my house, was like watching the end of a movie. I was safe. I was home. I thanked the driver, probably a dozen times, and as they drove away, I just stood there for a minute, looking up at the sky. It was that moment that taught me something I'll never forget. Sometimes, hope doesn't announce itself. It just shows up, quietly, in the dark, right when you've started walking on your own. Help truly can come when you least expect it. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this story resonated with you. See you next time.